Hey guys, Sean from Design Gaff here. I am in Adobe Photoshop and I am going to make a little poster. So basically I have picked out a few images that I'm going to use. I kind of have a little idea in my head of what kind of poster I want to make. So I'll just kind of show you the images I am going to be using. Alright, so we've got 6 pictures here. So we're going to try and make some, some composite out of these 6 pictures here. Alright, so first of all, I will take Dylan in here with the glasses on, looking pretty cool. And I am just going to make a cut out of Dylan here. Okay, so I'm going to the pen tool. And we will start maybe around here. We don't need... I'm not going to cut out the whole body. Oh, you can see I have the shape selected here, so I'm going to have to go back and select the path. I'm just going to start here. I'm going to do this really quick, guys, because I'm going to try and keep this to about 30 minutes. Alright, so nice and fast, just make a good quick selection. So I'm just selecting slightly inside the subject here. You don't want to be going outside. Just over right up to the ear, and I'll click on this little square, and nice and fast around the ear. So like I say, if you're doing this, guys, take your time with it. It's not that good a quality of photo, as you can see, but I'm not going to be printing this super big or anything, so this is an A3 size canvas I'm working on. Okay, down to there, and then just going to come around the glasses. Try and keep it nice and smooth. Just 2 points maybe. Okay, right around there. And then I'm going to zoom in, maybe click around here. And then what we got, we're coming down by the shoulder here, and then up around the fingers. So we've kind of got this cool little salute going here. Okay, it's hard just to make out this photo, but oops, and pull that in, maybe go back just a little bit, pull this point out, and then around the thumb. Around the sleeve, we'll just get a little curve on it here. I see, you can see this is a super quick selection here, the pen tool. You can go as slow as you want with this, depending on how accurate you want it. So I'm just going to come down to the bottom of the shorts, and I'm just going to come right over here because I don't think I'm going to be using anything below this. So make the selection. Do we want a feather on it? No, I'm going to keep the feather off it, and boom, so there we go, very quick selection. That's one, that's it started off. So let's get, let's see what we can do with this. Maybe we'll get a wee rectangle going here, maybe. Do we want it black? Yeah, we'll keep this rectangle black. I'm just going to twist it around a little bit. Kind of like so. A little skinnier maybe. Okay, about there. And then we will place the subject inside of the box. So, oops, put them above it. And then what we're going to do is just copy this subject up here again. Okay, so now I have two subjects here, but if I erase the bottom of this one, it'll look like he's inside the box. Okay. Alright, so we'll make this box, I think it's a little bit too clean. We'll just add a little bit of a jagged edge to it, maybe. See, down here. I'll make this a little bit smaller, maybe. Oops, that. Okay, so just do it this way. Twist it around a little bit. And select a different brush, maybe. So we just want a kind of a messy, jaggy look to this. We'll swap directions. So perfect. Okay, so there we have a little messy box. Okay, so that'll do. Alright, so I'm going to pull another wee picture in here. This is a picture that I've got illegally, as you can see, from Dreamtime. So what we're going to do is just going to add a little effect to this black box. Okay, so I just click this here, and then I'm just going to bring the opacity down just so it's barely visible. Okay, something like that. So we have this little half tone going on inside the box then. The subject here, we could maybe adjust the colors a little bit, maybe make them a little bit darker. You could bring some of the contrast up a wee bit, maybe. You know, it's not a great quality photo. So what I will do is just clip this to the subject, bring the brightness maybe down a little bit, contrast then up a little bit. Okay, something around that. Alright, so we've got that, so that gets us kind of started, and we'll get a wee background color here. Okay, so big rectangle. Let's put this to the very bottom, and we'll get a color for it. So I'm going to go with a gradient. Alright, so we'll go with basic gradient. Let's see. Okay, so I have one here I've used before. I like it. Use this. It's we've got a radial one then as well. Come from the outside. Size. Size is alright. I think we keep it around 100, 110. Okay, so that gets us started. This rectangle, I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, perhaps. Okay, so we'll go around there maybe. Okay, so that gets us started. We've got our subject, and we've got our background. Alright, so we'll just kind of tidy some of this up maybe. All that inside of a group. Okay, so what else? What other photos have we got here? Let's bring these over. Alright, so this is going to be a Walt Disney movie, as you can see. Alright, so the fire is going to go behind the subject here, so I'm going to make this pretty big, and let's place it right around here. Okay, then I am going to give it let's see, we can play around these and see what looks good, but screen it, maybe we'll go screen or linear dodge would be the two. I like linear dodge, so we'll go with that. We'll make it a little bit bigger as well. Can't select it. Okay, there we go. So, nice and big. Okay, there we go. We've got an explosion coming out from behind the subject. Yeah, You can also rotate down here, so I'm going to remove it from down here. So we can get a brush, we get over at the top here, get a normal brush, and just kind of brush all this away. You know, when you have a black brush selected, that removes, and the white brush will bring it back. Okay, so there we go, one removed. Alright, so now we've got our subject, we've got an explosion going on in the background, and we need a name. But this movie was... Alright, we'll bring my other son Conor into the mix here. So here is Conor. Drag him over and let's see if we can get a quick selection. Conor's going to be just in the background here, so let's see if this is going to work for us. Okay, that's pretty good selection. Apart from the ear here, maybe we get that ear into it a wee bit more. Make this brush a little bit bigger. Okay, that's not perfect, but you know what it'll do. Okay, so we're going to remove, and we will make this a little bit smaller. So here we want Conor behind the subject, so right there. Alright, so what I will do here, guys, is maybe turn this into a smart object and let's just get a little gradient going on here. Actually, another thing I could do is I could kind of, let's just change the color of this a little bit, and this is still in here. So I'm going to go to color balance. So we got all this kind of explosion, all this orange going on in the background. So we will bring this color over a little bit here towards the yellow. Just try and make it match a little bit better to what's going on in the background. Okay, so I'll be around there. And okay, we'll go a little bit more, maybe right there. Okay, so we got a kind of yellowy hint on him. Same with Conor here. Do the exact same thing. So it's going to be, where are you? Color balance. Clip it. And okay. Okie dokie. Right, so with Dylan here, I think I will add kind of a little, you know, just to the edge of him here, you know, try and bring these colors through. So let me just add nearly here. I'm going to get my brush, and you know, especially with the glasses here, you know, you should be fit to see the light coming through the edge of the glasses here. So I'm just going to paint onto them here. Okay, and make sure your brush is nice and soft, and then we're just going to kind of go around the edge of the subject. Right, something like this. Okay, and the fingers as well. And I'll go to color dodge maybe, and we'll bring the opacity down. Right. Now what I'm gonna do is just I'm gonna get this one as well. Okay, select all three. Oops, select all three of these. And I just want to kind of lose this dog lead here. Put it down. Okay, better I think. Okay, then with this layer, again, create my mask. Get my brush. Just gonna remove this. Don't need this now. I'll also remove this down here. Okay, so there we go. Oops. Alright. Alright, so now we need the title for the movie. So I'm going to put it right up here at the top of all this. So we can create a new layer here. And it's the Avengers font. Let's just change that. Maybe we'll go with impact. Alright, so we want something good and bold. Try the impact. I like the impact, so we're going to call this player 1, and we will make this text super big, make it a wee bit more yellow, maybe get it to match this kind of explosion here. So we something like that. Alright, so let's make it bigger now. So we want to get it almost fitting from one end to the other. And then I will hold control and pull it up. So I want to kind of get close as I can to matching this line here, you know, so you want to match it up. So just pull it down a little bit here and pull it up a little bit over here. And again, make it a little bit bigger. So we have our movie title. Just bring it right to the edge of this, maybe. Okay, just like that. Okay, then from there, you know, we could add a second title down here, perhaps. You could make this a little bit smaller, so go to 170 perhaps. We could call this I'll call it gadget time. The kids love gadgets. And maybe make the color this black. Okay, that's good. Make these little boxes a little smaller, you'll end up selecting them all the time. Put that around there. Maybe we could make it bigger again. You could change the font, you know, instead of having the two same fonts, maybe just get something a little bit different. That's not bad. Okay, just make sure it is, pull it up nice and slowly here. So you can see it's not touching over this side, so I'm just going to twist it a slight little bit, maybe around something like that. And we'll try and get this E maybe lined up with the 1 here. Over and down. Okay. Alright, I like that. So, alright, next up I have so we've got these little sparkles here, so I want to throw them in as well. So I want to kind of match it up with, I'm not going to get them everywhere, maybe just from this little black box. Okay, so again I am going to change this to, okay, we got screen, I will go color dodge, and I will just make it a little bit bigger. So just get a couple of wee sparkles. Now you can see, you can, the top of this box here is kind of coming in, so I'm just going to again create a little layer mask, get your brush and just remove the top of that so it can't be seen. Alright, so there we go, we got our little sparkles. We could match them up, maybe make them a wee bit more orange. So again, I'm going to go to color balance, bring this clipped on here, right? I do, yep. Okay, so a couple of names at the top then. Tab a couple of times. And make them all a little smaller, just like all fit in. Okay, perfect, just like that. Bigger maybe. Okay. And then with Conor here, we'll just bring him down in there. Okay. So quick poster, we are getting there. And so we have one gadget time. Okay, so what we can do is with posters, I know you have, the guys who produced the poster, who made the poster, and you normally have them down here at the bottom. So what we can do is I could just take this, make it way smaller, so go to 40 points, change it to something nice like that maybe, and okay, so right down here then, so put this down. You could have coming to cinema, or you could have, what I'm going to do here is just put in design, gaff, production. And then we could go, we could leave 3, 4, 5 spaces maybe, and then go some of the names. So I'm going to make this a little bit smaller again, it's still too big. 5, Conor McDermott, make it smaller. Okay, so we'll pull this over here. And make sure we get Conor's full name in there. Okay, so I will go with my name. And you can't see it, it's probably, so this is too much, so let's bring this to auto. Okay, show my 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces again, and go other daughter, Eva. So I just want to populate this, guys. There we go, Emily. Get all the family, and we get wife, I'll throw the dog in. There we go, produced, PODUCTED by Pippin, which is the dog. I'm gonna center line all this as well, just to make it easier to fit in. And then we can go one more maybe, DIRECT, directed by Sean. Right. Okay, perfect. Alright, so there we go, we got all our names in. We could maybe make that a little bit narrower maybe. So just click this nice and slow. Okay, that's alright there, yep. Okay, perfect. And then the final piece of the jigsaw, we have to have a film company on it. So I have right here, we've got this Disney logo. So we will make it nice and small, throw it down, oops, throw it down at the bottom. You can make it maybe a little bit bigger perhaps, right there, okay. And we want to get these names again lined up so it's with this E here. Okay, so that's pretty similar there. Okay, so just remove that margin. So there we go, guys, we got a pretty cool poster for the boys' room, made in, what was that, 20 minutes. Okay, so make sure to like, subscribe, and I will get you guys some more videos. Adios.